Paper Mario: The Origami King might be bringing back all the elements fans of the RPG series are familiar with, but the game is also introducing a number of improvements, namely a brand new ring-based combat system. And to give you the edge in battles, we're breaking down everything you need to know and what tactics work best to defeat the myriad of enemies that stand between you and your quest to save Princess Peach. Hello Switch players, I'm Alex and this is our guide to Paper Mario: The Origami King's combat system. At first glance, the 360-degree puzzle-based system may feel a little bit daunting. But once you get to grips with its mechanics, it's a much more effective and intuitive way to battle through the Mushroom Kingdom. When Mario comes face to face with enemies in the overworld, he'll be transported to an arena where he'll be presented with a series of rings and various baddies scattered around him. Your aim is to shuffle these sections about to line up or group your opponents as effectively as possible within the 30-second time limit. Not only can you rotate the stage, but you can also slide the rows back and forth to send enemies to the opposite side of the ring. So you'll have plenty of options when planning your attack. Lining up your enemies correctly rewards you with a 1.5 times attack power-up. So it's worth taking your time to ensure that you make the right move. And there's two ways you can tackle enemies. By reorganizing them into a line, Mario is able to chain jump off their heads. But grouping them together allows for a much more effective hammer smash, which also boosts Mario's attack power. Fail to wipe out the enemies and you'll have to wait till your next turn to rearrange the arena, which may prove costly when facing tougher opponents. Unlike other Paper Mario games, you won't level up or earn XP for defeating enemies, but will instead earn coins which can be used in-game. These coins are spread throughout the world, so if you're finding it hard to defeat certain adversaries, you can easily line your pockets and tool up before taking on a challenge again. In the game, several toads have been turned into origami forms, but hitting them with your hammer will revert them back to normal. Saving them works in your favor because they'll either help you on the sidelines of battles, offering tips and advice in return for coins, or they'll return to the main town, reopening essential shops, allowing you to buy items and upgrades. Items can be used for that extra edge in battle, with the Fire Flower giving you the ability to throw fireballs at rows of enemies, or hit power blocks which allow you to deal damage to every enemy in the arena, regardless of where they are. While your hammer and boots can be used repeatedly, this time around, iron and shiny iron weapons have a limit, and will actually break, usually after around 3 matches. So it's advisable to keep a large inventory of weapons at your disposal. Iron boots, for example, are a good weapon to have in your stash as they are stronger than regular boots and can stomp on spiked enemies. To save time, if you want to know more about the different types of weapons and their effectiveness, the full list is in the description below. In his quest to save the Mushroom Kingdom, Mario must face off against the Legion of Stationery, an inventive set of bosses that include the likes of coloured pencils, a boss made entirely out of rubber bands, and a roll of tape. Boss battles flip the entire system on its head, putting the boss at the centre of the circle while Mario has to figure a way through to the target. This involves shuffling around the segmented wheel until the arrows marked on it are lined up, clearing a path to attack. These challenges get progressively tougher, forcing you to line up the paths to specific body parts, activate switches, or change paths to grab power-ups in between moves. If this all sounds pretty daunting to face on your own, never fear, because you'll be joined along the way by different companions who will help you out in battle and have their own unique attack moves for you to utilize. And these moves are tailored to be effective against the enemy types you'll face in a certain part of the world, so they'll come in handy if you're folding under the pressure. So there you have it. That's the combat system in Paper Mario The Origami King explained. What do you think of the game, and do you have any tips to master challenging fights? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget, if you want to support Switch Player, you can buy a copy of our magazine for as little as $4 a month. Thanks for watching.